Andre Iguodala suffered a wrist injury that he's fractured his wrist. And you guys know I actually fractured my wrist a month ago. Took me 3 weeks to recover from, but I had a very, it was a fracture, a very small fracture in the triaquium bone. Obviously, we don't know the extent, but we know he's having surgery. And this is being reported by Chris Haynes and Shams Charania. And what we know is that, look, Andre Iguodala, he's a guy that he's supposed to get surgery next week, and he suffered this injury during the win over the Phoenix Suns on Monday night. And the timetable has not been established, though the Warriors noted they will update the situation after the surgery next week. So I want to hear your opinions down below in the comment section. We're on the way to 20,000. We just hit 10,000. So like, comment, subscribe. And with Andrew Wiggins, he's dealing with some serious shit. And I'm not going to go into it because just give him privacy. I've reported whenever we've heard more news about it and continue to give him the privacy that he deserves, but just, acknowledging the situation. Now, with that being said, Andre Iguodala. It's an interesting situation to say the least, because we're not going to sit here and be like Andre Iguodala was setting the world on fire this year, but he definitely was a guy who was helping this team when he was there and making an impact, all right? Or at least making an impact on the floor defensively and, helping everything get situated. It was 8 games he's played. 8 games. 14 minutes he's played, 2 points. And we know Andre Iguodala is a guy who's only playing for the playoffs. They need him just for the playoffs. He's not a regular season guy. He hasn't been a regular season guy for 5 years now. But we can just talk about, I felt like in the 5 games we've seen him since the All-Star break, I felt like whenever he was on the floor, and what I was trying to say with whenever he was on the floor, or even just, available and just healthy, just being around the guys, I think it really helps the bench and sets the tone. He's a culture leader. It's his last year. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys. It makes sense to me, but Andre Iguodala is definitely a guy who we all just want him to be ready for the playoffs, and if he can be, perfect. If he's not, that's sad and unfortunate, and it'll hurt their chances of being able to repeat. And I think everybody here, we just want Andre Iguodala, Andre, just to get his. So that's where let me hear your guys' thoughts down below in the comment section. If there was anything else you wanted to hear, I think, again, it's an interesting situation, especially with the injuries. And we have Gary Payton II, who's still out. Like, he's another guy who's missing that, they want back for the playoffs. I mean, these are guys that if they can be for the playoffs, it just helps their championship hopes. With them out, it's not good. So I want to hear your opinions down below in the comment section. What do you guys think of this situation? Do you guys agree with me? It's interesting, to say the very least. And yeah, I loved every second of Andre Iguodala's career. That I want to say, that's the first thing I want to note, is that his career has been awesome. As obviously it's coming to a close, but hey, the future, hopefully this season he can come back and give us one more good stretch. I think we can all agree that would be nice to Andre Iguodala to get that, the end to his career that he deserves. So let me hear your opinions down below if there was anything I might have missed. But that's basically going to be it. Peace. Oh.